water comes in the culvert and then it goes, I mean, it's concentrated and the velocity is really high. So it smashes down and causes a lot of erosion.
Could you describe what a shotgun culvert is?
Yeah, a shotgun culvert, I mean, it's basically a culvert that is perched above the original grade of the, so it is, it's sort of like a shotgun effect. It goes shooting out and then it smashes down.
Where the pipe itself is stuck out.
Yeah, as opposed to laying it on the original grade.
The correction I've seen is putting big boulders down at the end there and making it some sort of a well to slow down the water before then it continues down.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's kind of the classic treatment for that. It's an energy dissipator.
That was how they did it out of Little Black Mountain, the Sonoma Land Trust preserved out those things.
Yeah, and again, what you're doing is, there's nothing wrong with it, but you're treating the symptom. The symptom is erosion. Right in that point, you treat it. Now, treating the problem would be getting rid of the culvert. Maybe it wasn't possible to get rid of the culvert.
Or wait, Justin, wouldn't you be better off taking the end of that culvert and laying it down a little bit so that it didn't fire way out there?
Yeah, we'll get to that in just a couple slides. That's definitely, it's essentially a form of armoring. You're keeping it in a very well armored pipe all the way down, and then again, probably into
put a T on the end of it.
Yeah, again, what you're trying to do is break up the flows, dissipate the energy. So this is another problem that we see is the soil aggrading, and there's a couple things that could cause this. I'm sure everybody's seen this, but one of the things that could cause it if this culvert is too small. But what that would mean is the water backs up and ponds right here, right? So what happens when water ponds is any sediment that's moving down the system gets to that water, and the energy of the water goes to nothing, and all that sediment, rocks, and gravel drop out and sits right there. So you start to see that. And then the other thing is...
that's the upper end of the culvert.
This is the upstream end of the culvert. The other thing is this may have been cut below the original stream grade. So just as, hey, I need to get this road here, and I know I need to get a culvert in, so I'm just going to dig out, drop a culvert in, and then build my road over top of it. So it could be that they dug it deeper than the natural stream grade to install it, and this is just the stream trying to get back to its original grade.
Yes, that is not keeping it running, but the other thing is it doesn't have enough slope.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people don't want to, like if you had that culvert there down that white line, natural grade, it probably wouldn't plug up.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because you have a velocity in the pipe to keep it moving.
And you see those other two things here, they look to me like they're flat.
Yeah, that sure could be. So this is an example of a shotgun culvert where it just falls and just massive erosion down here. And this is a better designed culvert where you put the culvert at the existing grade and then put the road on top of it, and then you can, depending on the slope, you need to armor the downhill or the uphill side of the slope. So there's a lot of design considerations. But the general idea is put the culvert at the natural grade of the stream. And also culvert sizing, you want to make sure it's sized right to handle the kind of storm that you're designing for. So replace the existing culvert, regrade the fill, trash rack is really important. And let me see if we can get to that here. Yeah, trash rack. So there's a trash rack here, here's a trash rack. All this is a T-post. And it does a couple things. It stops branches from, if you get small branches, it'll stop them from getting to the culvert. And if you have larger branches in a big storm, what it can do is realign the branch straight up and down the stream so it'll go through the culvert.
So this is, again, on the
upstream end, yeah. And it really can be as simple as a T-post. And you want to put it, depending on the size of your culvert, a few feet up, upstream. So the other thing is a critical dip. If there is a big failure, if you do have a branch like that, and that branch catches another branch, and those branches catch more branches, and it starts to sediment in, culvert gets plugged, and it's going to go over the road. What you want to make sure that you have is what's called a critical dip. So what that means, it's kind of a simple concept, but if the culvert is plugged, the water goes over the road and back down into the draw. Where instead of, it depends on the situation, but there's some road configurations, if the culvert plugs, maybe it'll go down the side road ditch and then go off into a different place where